Good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome to our program here on Inside Bicol. Tonight, we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic, which is the budget. Our guest for tonight is the Regional Director of the Department of Budget and Management. She comes from Calabanga, studied at the University of Nueva Cáceres, then took up his master's in public administration at the Centro Escolar University. At present, she is the regional director of the Department of Budget and Management. I know that a lot of agencies would go to the Department of Budget to work on their budget and also for the release. That's why I think the topic for tonight will be very much interesting, especially dyan sa mga government agencies. So, welcome to our program, Director Rebecca Culayon. Naugma kami na medyo tinaan mo kami ng oras, tanay makaulay ka. Aramtaman lang na sa ngunyan ang budget. Sabihin sa pagpapara Urulayan, maski sa Manila. No? So, we're glad that you have accepted our invitation.
Thank you for inviting us and good evening to our viewers. Thank you for inviting us to shed light on some issues na masyadong controversial siguro.
Okay. So, siguro, Director, for the information of our viewers, let us first discuss about the budget process so that at least they'll have an idea. Paano po ginigibo ang budget kang gobyerno? Ano ang prosesong we follow?
Yes, there are 4 steps in the budget process. We start with the budget preparation. The second phase is authorization. The third is execution. And the fourth phase is accountability. In the budget preparation phase, ito yung ginigibok ng Department of Budget and Management ang budget ng national government as the arm of the Office of the President. So, nag-start usually around March. So, if we are preparing the budget for 2013, start kami ng around March of 2012. Para in time na by January of the next year, natapos na ang gabos na steps para ma-approve na sa Congress, mapirmahan na ng Presidente. That's the budget preparation process. Ang execution, ito na yung phase na nag-release kami ng pondo sa mga national government agencies, sa local government units, and to government corporations. Yun yung budget execution phase. Ang accountability naman is the third phase where the agencies now submit their reports to us to inform us on what they did with the amounts we have released to them. Pangalawa pala yung authorization, ito yun sa Congress. Legislation, sometimes it's called legislation. The third is execution. Fourth na is yung accountability, where they now report to us on what happened to the amounts we have released to them.
Okay. So, as of now, since it's October, anong stage na tayo dyan sa budget process?
Since it's now October, yung budget natin for 2011 is yung ating execution phase. Then, accountability. Kasi naghahalat na kami nagre-receive na kami ng reports from agencies ng first quarter up to third quarter of 2011. Then, yun namang ating budget for 2012, nagde-deliberate ng ngunyan ang Senate, tapos na sa House of Representatives. Then, after that, may bicameral conference committee where they will agree on the amounts. Tapos, it will now be submitted to the President for signature before the end of the year.
Okay. Let's talk about Bicol. How much has been approved? More or less lang. Halimbawa, ano ang budget na naka-allocate para sabihin ito na digdi sa Bicol? Although sabi na nga na it will still go to the Senate, but as far as nag-agi na sa Kongreso, ano ang level of budget approved para sa tuya? And then, how do you compare it with the other regions? Ano kita at medyo nasa taas kita, nasa baba, as far as yung ang budget kang Bicol sa ngunyan.
Kung pag-uulayan ang 2012 budget, ang Region 5 na allocation as identified naman sa round table sa 2012 budget na sinibit sa Congress is around 53 billion 505 million 896,000. Ito pa lang ang na-identify from the budgets of the departments. Madadagdagan pa ini kasi meron pang mga lump sum funds na during budget execution, i-release sa mga agencies, madadagdag pa ini.
So definitely, may iwa kitang 53 billion and above, ano?
Yes.
How do you compare it siya last year? Medyo tuminaas kita o more or less lang?
Tumaas naman.
Mga ilang
Tumaas
percent
naman.
kaya? Mga 10?
Oo, siguro.
Mga 10%?
Mga more or less
Okay.
ganun. Oo.
Now, at least assured ang mga tao that for 2012, the Bicol region will have a budget of more than 50 billion, no? But I noticed that duman sa
In
poverty...
fact, sa 2011, 40 billion ang ating
so
share.
almost 10 billion ang difference.
Kasi kung maging 53 na.
Okay. Now, well, that's good to hear na from 40 naging 53 something billion, ano? So,
But ining 40 na ini, ito yung nung nag-prepare pa lang kami ng 2011. I'm sure sa actual nito, mas dakula pa.
okay. But in terms of, let's say, if you compare it sa other regions, ang Bicol in terms of poverty, number 2 kita. Baka yun.
Number 2 lang kita sa rank according to number of poor families.
Gulpihan ng TOs na araw kaya, ano?
Kaya nga siguro yun sa 4-piece, dakula ng share ng Region 5.
Na feel ko dyan. Now, okay. So, dyan sa budget allocation, anong mga departamento dyan ang dakula, ang more or less, ang natataaning budget? Siguro ang DepEd, Permina, no? Ang
DepEd. Oo.
Tapos,
Department of Education, yun. Tapos, Department of Education is around 16 billion.
16 billion, okay.
DA, dakula man. Agriculture, 2.2.
Okay.
Tapos, DPWC is 6.2.
6.2 billion ang makukuha nila.
Then, ano ito? DSWD is 4 billion talaga.
4 billion.
Sa dakula talaga.
Now,
tinatao.
let's talk about a very current issue tungkol dyan sa sa paggigibubuhat ng budget. Of course, it goes, the agencies would gather and then they would consolidate it. Itatao sa regional office ng mga agencies. Then it goes to the national agency.
Sa central office
and then
nila.
masubmit nila sa budget. Ano? And then itong Office of the President will now submit this to the Congress for approval. Now, we are aware that ang practice ka ito, duman sa pagpaprocess pa lang sa Kongreso, we have the thing what is called as insertion.
Yes,
No? Ito mga congressman may gusto sinda, pinapasingit nila, naiiba tuloy si budget. Ano itong practice na itong insertion? Is that still being allowed o iwanan ng bagong na ang kwento niyan?
Under the new administration, minabuti ni Secretary Abad na to inform Congress that they can no longer make insertions pagyaon na sa INDA. So they can do that during the time na nagde-deliberate lang ang executive department on the budget. Pwede nang duman sila magsabi na ini ang mga priority ni para doon pa lang. So, para pag-abot sa Congress, they na madi-distort. Kasi, di ba, ang provision sa Constitution, they cannot increase the amount submitted by the President. So, what they will do is, inside, yung sa mga departments, bawasan ang saro, dagdagan ang saro. Basta ang total, they na move.
Okay. So, in terms of power, medyo makakurens yung congressman dyan. Because alam ko, it's only during the budget process na si mga congressman na talagang ginagamit man nila, sabi nga nila, we represent the people, that's why kaipuan, ibahon ang budget. So, right now pala, dahil na itong insertion.
Hindi.
Kuminsan ba, sabi nila, dahil nga pag-abot ka sa budget, we will work it out, itong insertion. No? So, these are some of the policies kang bagong administration na pinagbalyuhan, itong mananing insertion. So, if they want to have a project, doon pa lang sa ulayan pa lang, sa mga agencies,
sa mga departments.
dumana sila.
Yes.
So, siguro dapat talaga ang congressman dumana, aramo na nila kung ano ang mga priorities. Okay. Now, the other issue I'd like to ask is that tungkol sa releases. Now, bagang tugurlan nun yan is nung mga sabi nila na may mga savings ang mga agencies, ano? Because ang kuminsan si mga agencies dahil na-fill upan si mga position, we don't know whether it's intentional o kuyan lang. Ngunyan, but if they have some savings, dati baga nagagamit si savings other purposes. Kuminsan gamitin tayo sa bonus, no? With the present administration, igwa na ng bagong policy tungkol yan.
Yun na naman sa mga unfilled positions, kinuami ang mga appropriation sa mga respective departments, nilamp ini sa MPBF Miscellaneous Personal Benefits Fund. Di man talaga nawara sa mga agencies, nilipat lang ng lump sum fund. So, kumbaga, ang reklamo ng mga agencies na-reduce ang appropriations nila kasi yung amount pertaining to unfilled positions nilipat ni sa MPBF. But ang sinasabi man kan BBM, once na makasubmit ka mo sa muya ng document na nagsasabi na you are now filling this up, we will release the amount.
I see, okay. Because the practice before was that whether you fill in the positions or leave it blank, the whole amount is being released.
So at the end of the year, nakulaw ng savings na na-degenerate.
Marayrahe ko tayo yan sa mga empleyado siguradong pag may mga savings dakula, igwa nga kitang babarangaon sa mga bonus. So, sangon yan pala na itong, so you must really fill up the position.
Yes.
If you have indicated that you need this plantilla, based duman sa work plan mo, kaipuhan ka yan, pilapan mo. Otherwise, naka-amount ka itong i-release, mag-withhold. But sabi mo nga na once na nagsabi ka na pinilapan yan, immediately ma-release yan. Okay.
So, anyway, yun namang para sa year-end benefits nila, naka-appropriate naman. Nire-release mo naman on time. Tsaka if ever mag-authorize ang presidente, igwa kaming kwartang i-release para dyan. They need not generate savings.
Pero mas gusto kong agency, sigurado kapot na sintabo.
Yaon na.
Anyway, very interesting itong topic no? We still have a lot of issues here to discuss. We will talk about ERA, we'll talk about procurement process, and I'm sure that a lot of you will be waiting when we talk about internal revenue allotment, especially now na dakulang issue digdi sa Camarines Sur, no? Tungkol dyan sa ERA, kung ano may mataas o mababa. So, don't go away. We'll pause for a while and we'll be back.